The next one you have to carry. It's Kolkata, right? The next one is, someone has to carry them. It's you. Come on. Go for it, sir.
Sunil Narayan.
We'll take a little break. Thoda garam pani lao yaar mere liye.
Lockie Ferguson.
Yeah.
See?
Yes, absolutely.
By the way,
that's what you have to say about Knight Riders.
Joy.
Yes, absolutely.
Joy is saying nothing about KKR. What
I'll tell you one thing. I have a very simple principle. I'm saying it upfront out here. I think they're really going to struggle, but the great thing about it is they have to look at it and they have to tell Chandu Pandit, look, we've got a complete underdog team. You're going to be the underdog for all 14 of your first matches. Go there and smash it. Because with Shreyas Iyer out, I don't think on paper they have the strength to compete with most of the teams out there.
Okay,
interesting. My favorite player is there, but Liton Das.
Liton
Das. But see, they've given themselves... Okay, let's look at the positives. If they're going to struggle, I think everybody agrees they're going to struggle this year. What are their positives? Liton, Jagadish and Gurbaz. They can play around with those. They can play... when Liton finally arrives, they can play him as his fabulous upcoming top
they can
order
play
player.
one of those two, right? Gurbaz or Liton. They can play one of those two.
Or if they... Who are you opening with? Who is your opening batter?
It's got to be one of Liton.
There's Gurbaz is there. I like Gurbaz as opener.
Then they'll
will you just take Venkatesh Iyer back up?
They will. I think they will.
Yeah.
Because apparently in one of the practice matches he was opening.
He played 4 for Mushtaq Ali, but he's got no choice. He's got to go and open.
Yeah.
So
he had a very good Mushtaq Ali though.
Yeah. But that's all he's played.
Yeah.
So they have to open with Venkatesh Iyer, and then depending on which overseas player they want, either play Gurbaz or Liton Das or open with Jagadisan in case you need Shakib later on.
Okay.
But Bangladesh have a lot of comings and goings. I don't know how much of Bangladesh
they're just going to be they're just May 1st they're all gone again.
Yeah, so I don't know how much of Bangladesh will be available to them.
May 1st they're gone again.
Yeah, and they're not starting because I think there's an Ireland test match.
They're coming on the 8th of April.
Yeah.
They're flexing their mother, hammering Ireland, man. It's just not fair. They're hammering Ireland.
So they're coming on the 8th of April and they're leaving on the 1st of May.
Yeah, and both Liton Das and Shakib are having stellar seasons. They're having absolutely amazing seasons.
This is like Mr. Bhogle's, how he invests in startups. He's like last in, first out, right? So you do, money goes in last and comes out first, isn't it?
I'm not come out of any of my startups. I'm still in, I'm waiting to come out. He knew it. Look at the cruel luck.
We like the Bangladeshis. Last in, first out. Hey, listen, we're all in the same boat, alright?
But look at that
winter. But for these guys, it seems like a bit of a winter as well because missing their captain who, and again, we spoke about this on Quick Bus Live Hindi during the India-Australia series. And Ajay Jadeja brought this point up and he said, in the last 25-30 years, I've not heard of batters having back injuries. So he really thinks that the kind of training that they're being made to do with so much of the gym stuff and everything, he feels like that's kind of to blame because he was right. There's not too many batters. Bowlers, yes, fast bowlers all the time, right? You hear about their backs getting messed up. But for them and for him to be just, literally he couldn't walk.
VVS Lakshman, I remember, had back issues, but that was towards the tail end of his career because he had a peculiar situation. So towards the end, I hope, look, I don't know enough on this topic at all. I hope it's not the weights that they're doing.
Yeah.
It's the loveliest expression I've heard for a while, what Dwayne Bravo used to refer to as Instagram muscles. I hope they're not in search of Instagram muscles.
Yeah.
Shreyas Iyer is far too good a player to need the Instagram muscles to hit sixes. So I don't know if there's a reason, so I'm going to put it aside. Without Shreyas, now what do? Suddenly fringe player Rinku Singh becomes their number 5. There's a big call for Nitishrana. Huge call for Nitishrana. And now Mandeep Singh has to play.
Yes. Let's just pull up the squad again because I think, let's just pull that up so we can look at it and see where they're batting, who. Nitishrana has opened as well.
Nitishrana has opened. Or he can bat at 3, left-hander. He can bat at 4. He's a wonderful, versatile player, is Nitishrana. So, but in the absence of Shreyas Iyer, they've got to play Mandeep, they've got to play Rana, they've got to play Rinku. Unless they go back to that experiment of having a floating Sunil Narayan. The good thing for them is when we do this program in 2047, if some of us are still around, Sunil Narayan will still be taking wickets and still be going economy under 6.
And suddenly we'll be saying, he's having a really good season again.
They need their 4 retained players from the previous season. They need all of them to have a good season.
They need Varun Chakravarti was missing in action last
So
what happened was too much pressure on Narayan then.
Yeah. So the 2 Vs and the 2 Windies, right? You need both of them to do well.
So when they did well, Gaurav, that was the year in which Varun Chakravarti had a very good season and Venkatesh Iyer had a very good season. So let's look at the positives. Venkatesh Iyer has another good season. Chakravarti has another good season. Russell is always there. Sometimes part of the furniture, you don't realize that he's still doing well. Narayan has breakout season. They've got either Southee or Lockie Ferguson to bowl at the end. They've got Umesh Yadav. If he has a good year, they've got Umesh Yadav. So they've got Shardul Thakur, who in a non-impact player situation would have been worth his weight in gold. But now Shardul has to play as a bowler.
Yeah.
And now Shardul cannot go at 9, 10 and over. Now he has to play as a bowler because they won't need his batting as much.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the other thing is that if you look at it, again, they are the two players, Shardul and Lockie are the two players they've actually bought from Gujarat.
at a big price.
At a big price. So the moment you put 10 crores each, that means you've basically locked up. Therefore, they were very limited in this auction because now that was probably the first call made by Chandrakant Pandit, saying, I want those two guys. So I want an enforcer bowler. He's got his enforcer bowler. And I want Shardul.
Yeah.
So now, this is a team now being built around the way Chandu Pandit looks at his cricket.
Yeah.
And I think it's fantastic because he's had so much success in the domestic. This is his chance to show that I can meld a really effective fighting unit. And they're underdogs right now because really, with Shreyas Iyer going out, you have to say, till then they had a decent first 11, but a few holes after that. With Shreyas out, it doesn't look up.
There's one thing they can do though, which is across the leagues, there's one player who always does well. Across the leagues. He's one of the big PSL heroes. If you don't play either Litton or Gurbaz, ask Jagdishan to open and play David Visa. He's a fabulous finisher.
Yep.
And play both Visa and Russell because he'll give you two overs. So have Visa or Shakib as your floater depending on the conditions. Tell Jagdishan, you haven't had a great T20 year but would just pick that 50 over form into 20 overs. That is the other thing they can do.
What did you make of Nitishrana being given the captaincy?
They didn't have a choice. Who would you give it to? So you can't give it to Shakib because Shakib's not there for most of
the only other option was Sunil Narayan.
Yeah, Sunil Narayan. And Sunil Narayan is a lovely guy. He's not a natural captain.
Yeah.
And he doesn't enjoy it.
He led their team in the ILT20 and they won, I think they won 1, lost 7 or something.
It's not his thing.
Yeah.
It's not his thing because he's not an expressive player.
It's not Russell's thing either.
It's not Russell's thing either. So where do you go then? Yeah. So Nitish is your senior most Indian player in the absence. The only other person you could have given it to is Umesh. And you're not sure whether Umesh will play all the games.
He's not going to give you 14 games regularly. Yeah. What we saw of him the other day, he's a supremely fit guy, but what we saw to the tail end of the Australia series was not the athlete Umesh that we've known for last 10 years.
Yeah.
So you can't back Umesh Yadav. Thing is, Nitishrana was captain of Delhi and they said no. But that is Delhi.
Yeah, it's Delhi. I told you, it's Delhi. It's
not
the
Delhi
hotbed of all the issues.
Not Delhi Capitals, Delhi.
Delhi state team. All right, what do you make of the Knight Riders' chances? I don't know. I guess you've probably figured out from what we're saying. It's not looking...
I'll tell you one thing. If the Knight Riders get their act together and qualify, they will be some team to watch this year.
Yeah.
And it'll be probably one of the finest coaching jobs in this tournament.
Yeah. Will it be a bigger success than Pathan then? Yes. I'll tell you what. Shah Rukh may just be happier than he is with the success of Pathan when Knight Riders goes all the way. You've seen what happens with him. What is Joy? What are you saying? What are their chances?
I don't think they'll make it.
No.
Yes. I think I'm jinxing them. I'm jinxing them.
Okay. Oh, you're reverse jinxing them.
I'm jinxing them. Yeah.
Acha, game. Sari's playing game. I like it.
But if they make it, if Chandrakant Pandit can just meld that together, because it's a underdogs game.
I would love to see. To me, the person to watch out there is Pandit, because where has his success come from? Madhya Pradesh and Vidarbha. In each of those cases, Chandu Pandit has said, this is how we are going to play. Exactly. You listen to me, I will tell you how we are going to play. We are going to play like this. He's taken the kids and said, "Aise khelo nahi to danda marunga main."
Exactly. And you will sleep at this time at night, you will wake up this time in the morning, and this is how you will train.
He's been a fabulous leader of players at that level.
Yeah.
Moldable players.
Can he say that to Andre Russell? Can he say that to Sunil Narayan? Can he say that to those players? That is something I want to see.
All the best telling anybody in the IPL what time to sleep. Right? All the best with that. Because that ain't going to happen. Because they don't sleep before 5 o'clock and don't wake up at 1. But they have to play at night. No, so obviously you're going to sleep like that.
You can't.
You have to keep call center hours.
Yeah, your cycle is gone. Nobody in the IPL can sleep. Anyone working in the IPL can't sleep before 2 o'clock.